Peace and power, family. Welcome back to Un2Re, quotes to live by, where we are finally wrapping up All About Love by Bell Hooks with chapter 12, Destiny, when angels speak of love. Okay? And I don't already lend the book out to one of my homegirls, so I don't even got the book to read the quotes from, but I love completion and I gotta get it done. So the first quote we have from the final chapter is, addressing woundedness is not about blaming others. However, it does allow individuals who have been and are hurt to insist on accountability and responsibility, both from themselves and from those who were the agents of their suffering, as well as those who bore witness. Okay? So, I think there are so many points to this one quote that I got to unpack it piece by piece. So the first part that I think is important is addressing woundedness. We can't ignore the wounds any longer. Okay? We cannot pretend like we are not hurt. We must address the woundedness, right? And this gives us the ability to insist on accountability and responsibility, right? Which are parts of that concoction of love that Bell Hooks talks about in the beginning of the book, right? Of all these things that we need to make love real, right? It's not just care. It includes accountability and responsibility. And another part of this that I think is so good is that she says not only from themselves, which is the person who was wounded, and taking accountability and responsibility for being in that position to where you were wounded, but also to hold other people who were there present witnessing and ain't do nothing or say nothing, but also the people who caused the suffering, to hold them accountable and require them to be responsible for the wounds and for the mending of the harm, right? So I think that this quote again is so important because all of these things, the accountability and the responsibility and the addressing of the woundedness, is necessary for love. There is no way that love can exist unless this is happening. We can't pretend like our loved ones aren't hurting us, like they aren't harming us, that they aren't saying things that we don't appreciate, that hurt our feelings, that make us feel uncomfortable, all of the things. Address it, speak on it, let it be known, okay? Because that is the only way that we can move past it and actually get into the real meat of love. The next quote that I want to mention says, peace is found not in the absence of challenge, but in our own capacity to be with hardship without judgment, prejudice, or resistance. Something that I talked about at work the other day was finding new ways to define words that we think we know the meaning to, because language is so important. When we think about peace, we think about something that is not challenging. Like, things are still and calm and everything is all right and there's no problems, and that's just not the reality. It's hard to get to that place, ain't it? Right? And the reason why it's hard, because peace is not the absence of challenge. Come on, Auntie Belle. It's not. It is being able to sit in that challenge and not judge it, not judge yourself, not prejudge yourself and how you're going to respond or how others are going to respond to it, and not to have any resistance. Okay? Not to be like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. This ain't. No, you are causing hardship. You are causing uncomfortable feelings and doubt and nervousness in your own self when you are trying to resist what is. It is what it is. Okay? And we have to sit with it, be with it, not judge it, not judge ourselves, and not resist, and just flow. And that is where peace actually comes from. when chaos is going on around you and you can still be good here at your core, that is peace. That is true peace. That is real peace and not the fake, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the corner meditating with nothing going on around you and everything is all hunky-dory. That's not real peace. And it's not going to last long enough for you to feel that peace so much that you embody it in everything that you do. The last quote from All About Love that I want to read says, "It is only by loving that we enter an earthly paradise. Paradise is our home, and love is our destiny." It just feels so good to say. Love is the only way that we will reach our earthly paradise, y'all. Love, 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 love. Paradise and joy is your home, and love is your destiny. Just sit with that and remember that and never forget that. It's possible to have paradise on earth, heaven on earth. How? With love. Thank you guys. Let me know in the comments what's the next book y'all think I should do for quotes to live by. I'm so grateful for the love and support. Read All About Love in its entirety because this literally just scratched the surface and I know that it'll change your life. Thank you again. Stay safe.